but it works.
I've had those sticking out and like things were held together.
Nice. Just pull up the capture card and turn. Are you talking about the audio capture for the screen? Yeah, if you right click on the actual camera and just bring it up, you'll be able to turn it down from there. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright. Maybe test. Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. Swamp out. Fact. Sound good? This is Castlevania, the setup. Legacy of setup. At least the music on the menu screen's good. Alright, let's do it. Give me your countdown. Alright.
Alright, this is you want to start it off?
Nah, go ahead.
This is Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. You gotta save 6 kids because they're dumb, and we have in-game time to save them. But we're gonna manipulate in-game time because
Yeah, you have 7 days to do it, and you do it in about like a day and a half.
yeah. He's jumping because jumping is much faster. Overloaded his gun here, but that's probably the last time he's gonna manage. This is
Sound drop the power up, that's fine. It's like 5 set cycles of like where it walks to, and you have to damage it from each cycle. With 0 power-ups, if you get all 6 shots. With 1 power-up, you have to get 4 shots per round, and then I think if you get 2, it's like a couple times. It takes 3, something like that. Henry's gun at level 3 is probably one of those overpowered things you can. It shoots really fast, a lot, and does a decent amount of damage. Yeah, I'm lazy.
So that's you can't activate that through the other side?
Carry is the only one that can do that, just for hitbox. The reason like I did the sword swipes while running around him in circles is the hitbox for the sword stays out for a really long time. So if it's constantly over his body, you can actually get double hits.
Yeah, we're not doing anything right now except really just jump to places we need to be. Here he's doing a skip, not die, so congratulations. I thought you were going to save before that. That's scary.
That skip's really consistent if you do it right.
Alright, that was the first kid we rescued. Normally we have to go to the skip tunnel area. And it's obviously not as easy to do it, but it's very, very important that it's just faster than this one. Because shaving off the in-game time.
Yep. Marathon safety, I'm gonna use a roast beef. Using roast beef when you have no health uses about 7 seconds, but it's better than dying. Normally in an RTA run of the Henry, you wouldn't heal and you'd fight this boss with literally 1 HP.
Yeah.
So if you get hit and always down.
So, second time, same as the first. A little bit louder, a little less.
I'm using a strat here called shotgun strats. If you fire a gun at point blank range, like right at the end of the barrel, it does double damage.
Yeah, he's heading to where Bone Mom is actually going to head to after this phase is over. And that tricks her into just like skipping a running section. He didn't get it fully there, so she ran to that spot that was at previously.
So reminder, I only have 1 power up, so it takes 5 shots per phase instead of what would be 4 for this fight.
Yeah, if this was like a serious attempt, he would have reset if he didn't get like the first one wrong.
Oh my god, the targeting is being awful right now.
Yeah.
There we go.
We play on the PAL version because it's a lot less laggy and something's just targeting is.
Alright, I got the shotgun hit at the very end there, so I only got 4 shots in, but I got the double damage. Yeah, targeting in PAL is pretty bad.
Yeah, normally this FPS, if you're playing on NTSC, this would like literally be in like the decimal digits. All right,
So
we're off to the second kid. This is Castle Wall. The story for Henry takes place during Carrier Reinhardt's section. So as Carrier and Reinhardt are dealing with Dracula, Henry's kind of just going around saving his kids. Fun fact, Henry actually shows up in one of the other characters' stories, Cornell. He's rescued as a kid, and now he's rescuing kids, so it's just, you know, circle of life and stuff.
So this route has changed a lot, all revolving around a moon card that you need to complete the game. And originally we cut out a waiting period by getting a moon card at the top of Castle Wall, and just recently we found another moon card right in Tunnel towards the end, so we completely skipped back to what it was before.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, that's fairly new actually.
Alright, so these dogs suck.
Especially with 1 power up.
Yeah, they
I got lucky yield drop.
mixed with targeting not really working and a bunch of other stuff. This is honestly a hassle.
Oh, hey, power up. And a knife. Just going out.
These dogs are even worse. They, you can kind of shoot them as they spawn and down, but it doesn't really work. Well, he got a power up, so he's not getting completely screwed over, which is good, because we want a speedrun to be good.
Oh my god. So the dogs have really weird iframes, and sometimes even if you hit them, they look like they take damage, they just don't. It's hard to tell though, because they don't have like a health bar or anything.
So
oh, I didn't make the jump. That was weird.
We're picking up Moon Card and Sun Card here. These are just kind of lying directly on our path. We're going to use this to manipulate the in-game clock to access doors that can only be accessed during AM times or PM times. There would be a boss here, but you don't need to deal with him, and even if you did spawn him, he dies in like 2 shots, because Henry's really strong. Seriously, I don't understand why the other Castlevania characters don't use guns.
It's because they have axes.
I don't know, guns have made a pretty convincing argument. These are skeletons on motorcycles.
Yeah, that's the popular thing with both those and CV64 is everyone goes crazy over skeletons on motorcycles.
Dude, they're epic.
This guy, so this is an interesting thing. You walk on the left side of this like section because this guy literally just doesn't turn around. He can't go into the space more to the left of him, so he drives straight like he's going against a wall.
He can't turn both ways, he can only turn one way?
He can turn both ways, but they won't turn up if they're up against a wall, and for whatever reason, he won't turn into that space next to the wall.
Anyway,
so he just drives straight.
We're off to the third kid. This guy isn't very lost, but yeah, I think this kid was just lazy and just wanted someone to find him. The kids all say the same thing. The boys say, I want to grow up to be a soldier like you, and the girls say, like, let's just get home. I'm tired.
He's gonna throw knives because why not? The all bosses category for Henry is actually pretty fun. Adds in a couple things. One, you get the level 3 axe, which any other character gets level 3 axes, and it's easily the most broken thing in this game.
Yeah, Henry, but you know, for Henry, it has to compete with his gun with power-ups. So he basically has two really good things to play with. Here's a coffin. Depending on what time the in-game clock is at, it'll warp you to different places. He's going to get warped to the underground waterway. You didn't get the cool jump, so this one's a failure. Are you going to get this cool jump? The first frame jump when you enter?
No, I don't do that for this one because it's actually slower.
It is?
Yeah. You bump into the ceiling and it moves you weird.
Yeah, oh my... Dude, come on. I used to have world record in this game, and then, like, I said, hey, you know, there's this thing that Task probably doesn't do. And, this dude over here, I'm blanking on his name right now.
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't know who you are. Who's
SluckySeven.
Yeah, who are you?
SluckySeven.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm not Kazi, that's for sure.
Yeah, Kazi, who you just mentioned, and Wayne Elbert, they kind of just whittled down this category and kept on finding new escapes that made this run from something that's just waiting around for the in-game clock to advance to something that's like an actual speed run. Here he's going to use the moon card advance time to 6 p.m. and he's going to jump to Outer Wall, and he's going to rescue a kid again.
Oh, I didn't get that one. That one's hard to get. So if you press, the weird thing about this game is into a loading zone after a cutscene that doesn't reset your position, regardless of the fact that you're in air, you can still jump. And any of these loading scenes I go into for these levels, you can get those. I got kind of a bad jump.
Yeah, this is the best part of the game. You kind of just like...
Yeah, let's chill out.
So there are two different views. There's action view and there's battle view. Action view kind of works, and battle view completely does not work.
And there's a skirt one called auto view, which is even worse than battle view. You'll see me revert to battle view when it goes to auto view in some sections.
Yeah, that's actually one of the few things I found in this game that makes some things a little bit more consistent so the camera doesn't change. Yeah, Henry flubbed the jump there. That's Henry's fault. I actually do this trick a little bit different than he does. He kind of just wings it and goes for it. I go into first-person view, slightly adjust your camera view so that it's that way, and then side jump, and you hope you grab onto the ledge.
I want to grab that ledge just for a brief moment because it reduces the height that the game sets that I'm dropping at. And if I was any higher, like if I just fell off that ledge, I'd take damage, and I'd one, lose time waiting for the landing animation to go away, and two, I'd lose time because at the end of every level, your health refills and you have to wait for it to refill. Alright, this is the jump we'll do.
Yeah, alright.
There we go.
Good job. This is 6 a.m. He went to tunnels. Tunnels, well, it used to be the only part of the run that mattered. And, I mean, it's still a pretty important part of the run, but this honestly has some of the coolest tricks in the game here. Or at least for Henry, I guess. Other characters have some really cool tricks. Yeah, jumping's all about getting a rhythm. It's especially weird doing this on TSC consoles because the frame rate just likes to oscillate between bad and worse. If you jump there, you keep your momentum as the elevator's going up.
So we're about to come on to a section that back in the day, before blue platform skip and a lot of the other skips were found, was probably the hardest section for Henry. Affectionately referred to as a bridge of sin.
No, I call it the Bridge of Runs.
Oh, I forgot to change camera view. We still made it.
Yeah, that was something. Yeah, so way back in the day, when there was still a runner of this game called Hero Icarus, he kind of tricked me into playing this game. I regret his decisions and my decisions to this day.
Alright, there's a trick coming up called the blue platform skip. I'm gonna go for it once, and if I fail it, I'll just ride the blue platform routine. This is one of the hardest tricks in the game for any character. I'm fairly consistent on it, but I might still miss it.
This actually works on PAL because for whatever reason, this lift goes much faster in the PAL versions than it does in the NTSC versions.
Yeah.
Back when like I was mentioning Hero Icarus, he's actually from Europe, so he's playing on the PAL version, but he was playing on emulator because why not? I was playing on the NTSC JP version, and my runs were cleaner, and I was just wondering why am I losing time to him in levels? And I did a section by section analysis, and I just found that this lift is like 40% faster on PAL.
It's a little bit faster on PAL. It's faster than CPU64 by far. Elevators are faster. There's actually a little bit of reduced lag by playing on PAL.
Alright, so cross your fingers or whatever. I mean, you got lucky in your name, so you're probably gonna get this.
I gotta practice. I jumped too late. That's alright.
Yeah, so that's a fun trick because you get at the end of a good run and then you lose it.
So pretty much why that works is because Legacy of Darkness treats any moving platform, so if I'm moving right now and I jump, I'm going to land in the same exact spot. I ride the speed of it. So when you jump off of a platform that's going really fast, you maintain all that speed, plus the speed you get from jumping forward. It allows you to do that crazy obsceno. So pretty much, Henry has turned into what you make the blue platforms do. It's even worse than all of us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Medusa also has something nice. Medusa's still an issue, right?
Not really. For all bosses, you just throw axes. Have you seen the new axe strat for Medusa?
No, I haven't.
She doesn't move from the spot she starts at. You throw an axe at a specific spot, and she takes damage, stands there, and then takes damage and stands there. It's pretty fun.
These are ghosts. For some reason, you can shoot them. I'm actually really disappointed in you right now because you didn't do the strat I did it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was gonna mention it, but I thought you were doing something new or something. I don't know. You can actually just kind of just look up at the ceiling and jump and grab this platform as it's going overhead, and do a little carpet ride.
It's actually the only character that does it because Henry has a gun. He can actually kill him. But every other character, Reinhardt, just Reinhardt, has a lot of trouble killing the ghost heads as you go by. It's really easy to get them. So it's good for him.
Yeah, actually what he's doing right now is he's crouching. If he's standing up and he gets hit, he would get knocked back because the game treats it as a moving platform. He would probably fall off the platform.
I'm going to save one more time. This is his last jump.
But if he crouches, he only gets shoved back very slightly. So, dude, what was that weak jump? Come on. Here you change the camera view.
Okay, this jump. This jump's really precise.
Alright, there's a bunch of ghosts coming up. A bunch of ghosts actually used to spawn here, but if you jump to the side and kind of ignore the main platforms, you skip the spawn trigger for them so they don't completely body you.
So this was the big change in the route recently. We used to grab a moon card earlier. There's actually, believe it or not, if you just go left right here, towards the end of the run, behind the sun door, there's a moon card.
Ah, it's behind the sun. Alright.
I checked, so we found this because I checked every single room in Tunnel to find it. And it just happened to be right next to the end.
Alright, so what's pretty cool is you rescue the kids, and then, the game's over. It just ends.
Yeah, so literally that's why there is a Henry All Bosses category, because oops, I forgot to actually use the moon card.
Good job.
There actually is a bunch of bosses that you just don't see. They're at the end of every single level. There's one in all 3 of the levels through the coffin, and there's one in Castle Walls. There's actually an extra one in Force of Silence you didn't see either. And time, my bad. Wow. The blue platform's good.
Yeah, that really screwed you. Yeah, so this happens. Henry walks out with the kids, presumably to lead them back home and not, something else.
There's actually a very funny category called Henry's Bad Ending.
Oh my, alright, Henry Bad Ending is advancing the in-game time so quickly that the game just ends, because once you reach the 7K cap, you get this thing even if you don't rescue the kids. And Henry just kind of walks away from the castle looking sad. Like,
He's just like by himself sad. And he said, Henry searched the castle but could not find it. And it just ends.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Henry's beaming face because, you know, he's wearing the helmets.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really think there's any active runners of this beside me right now, but Kazi has some little objectives, Wingobert has one of
Wing Hilbert's found a lot of really good stuff in this game.
Yeah, pretty much all the clips, all the major skips in this game were by Wingobert, and a lot of the minor optimizations were done by Kazi and myself.
There's me, who's never done anything but really respect Cornell and really mention Henry. And there's Hero Icarus, who dropped off the face of the earth. Like, I don't even know where the hell he is.
Yeah. So I tried hitting him up at one point. That was Castlevania.
Alright.